What is up, Wanderers? I'm so glad to be back for another one-take bag review, and we've got an amazing one this time. It is the Cerberus. Wow, this is a collaboration between Mystery Ranch and Carryology. And as you guys probably know, if you follow Carryology, and you should, they're a leader in the industry in terms of gear review and just kind of gear culture, I guess, and bag culture. So anyway, this is a collaboration between Carryology and Mystery Ranch. It's called the Cerberus, and it is the third in a series of collaborations that Carryology has done with Mystery Ranch. Carryology does these collaborations with a lot of makers across the industry. It's really neat. They do great stuff, and they overbuild the hell out of everything that they do on these collabs. So they're special edition, but they're also value for money, even though they are expensive, because they don't really spare any expense in the build out. And you'll see as we go through this bag what I mean. And if you're lucky enough to get your hands on one of these collaborations, it'll be a unicorn, or a Cerberus in this case, in your collection that you'll hang on to for a long time. So, and I should also say these are available from resellers, but they're usually scalping. So if you don't get your hands on the one you want, you may have missed out, because they go for kind of double the price later on the secondhand market. They don't drop in value, they increase in value. So just set an alarm for the next one that appeals to you and get in on it. But let's do what we always do on this channel. We're going to do a full walkthrough of this bag, interior and exterior, and then we're going to talk about two things that we like about the bag, two things that not so much, and then an overall recommendation. And in this case, I'll be talking about this bag with the overall recommendation, but I'll also be talking about kind of limited editions in general. Are they worth the money? So let's dive in. I'm excited to talk about the exterior of this bag, because sometimes on bags, the exterior, we go through it, but there's not enough unique stuff to really keep everybody entertained and keep everybody interested. And so I get to the interior as soon as possible, but that's not the case on this bag. There is a lot going on the exterior of this bag. All right, so first off, this is the woodland camo colorway. Comes in 4 colorways. There was a white and a woodland camo and a black and then a multicam black. I liked this one the best. I thought it looked really, really good. Ironically, it was the last one to sell out, so I think I had the least popular opinion there, but I thought it was gorgeous. I think it's a great looking bag. All right, so this is a, let's call it a streamlined version. Streamlined is the wrong word. Let me rephrase that. This is a changed version of a bag that Mystery Ranch used to make, and it was more military. Good Lord. How could it get more military than this? But it was. It had a lot of Molly and PAL webbing and stuff on the front. This is more streamlined. It's more of an urban look overall. And they've added a lot to the bag. So let's get into it. We have a morale patch up top. That's the limited edition morale patch that comes with the bag. All of these are AquaGuard YKK zippers here. This one is not, but it is a YKK zipper. We've got zipper pulls that are really nice, kind of rubberized material. We have a really thick grab handle on top. We'll talk harness in a second. You have a lot going on the exterior here. We'll talk pockets in a minute, I promise. On the side, you have a very stretchy drink holder, and and you've got it on both sides. So on this side, I put my battery backup. On this side, I put my drink, okay? And it fits no problem there. Probably not a 32-ounce Nalgene in here or larger hydro flask, but no problem for any swell bottle or smaller size bottle, no problem at all. All right, there's one more thing I really need to get into on the exterior front of the bag before we move on, and it's down here in this pocket. Usually we save pockets for later, but this one's special and unique. Why is it special and unique? Well, because there is a secret in here. This is a beaver tail flap. Look at this. And this is an extra carry option. Comes up here, attaches in the back, but it has, you can slip then items into this, jackets, a bicycle helmet, etc. and it's got extra attachment points across the whole thing, and it gives the bag kind of a very different look. So that's the bag with the beaver tail up. That's the bag with the beaver tail stowed. It's really an interesting solution here. They've added extra storage capability, you know, a slip pocket of sorts that holds items in place with tension, plus a lot of extra attachment points on the front of this bag with this one item. That being said, whether you like that or not is probably a pretty personal thing, and we'll get into it here in a little bit. I'll leave the beaver tail flapping in the wind for the rest of this review. All right, let's talk harness. So, this harness system is insane. I think that's the best word I can put for it. They call it the Futura harness, and it's kind of bonkers. It feels like the harness from, God, like a 60-liter hiking pack, but it doesn't feel like problematic to use. So, putting on this harness, the bag fits really well. It's insanely comfortable. You have a very easy to use fidlock sternum strap here. Really nice magnet there. So overall, that harness system that they went with, they didn't have to do that, I guess is the best way to say it. They didn't have to use the most advanced harness system that Mystery Ranch makes, but they did. And because they did, this bag, even when completely loaded out like I have it right now, it feels like nothing. It feels like literally nothing is on your back. So I found that to be really, really intriguing, the choice they made there to put the Futura harness system on this bag, and I'm really appreciative that they did. All right, let's talk pockets. All right, first off, you have the pocket on the bottom that the beaver tail kind of runs into. No issues there. Then they added a quick access pocket right here. I have put in a pocket knife, and then I really like this pocket. Really, really like it. I've put in my cords, and my charger, okay? So that's what I've slipped into that pocket. It's in a really useful pocket, and it's got zipper pulls on both sides, and it's aqua guard so you can put any tech in there. You've got another quick access pocket up top here. This is a really interesting one. Check this out. So up top here, you've got a quick access pocket that you can use as a slip pocket, but you got to remember it zips all the way down. So control yourself if you put really valuable stuff up there. And then you have two really useful stretchy sections here. Very nice. I've put in a wallet, and I put in some Advil and my AirPods up top. Okay, so just a quick grab on the top of the bag. Really, really useful. All right, now let's dive in. Main compartment, it's what you've all been waiting for. And this is a really interesting closure here. So you've got a magnetic fidlock right here. So you just pull up on it and then pull away, and it releases. Then look right here, super, super slick. You can zip down. And this is also, you can leave it unzipped if you want to, because it's got a magnet closure, which is really nice, much better than Velcro. So that's another neat choice that they made with this bag. All right, we'll flop it down here, and you can see the interior of the bag. Let's do the back in a second. We like to do the front first. All right, so on the front, you have a mesh pocket here. This is really unique. I love this. So you've got a mesh pocket that you can get into from the side, but also creates a little drop pocket here. And I've put my gimbal in there. It's perfectly sized. Also perfectly sized for a charger, perfectly sized for a larger battery backup. Really, really nice, useful pocket that they slipped in there. I think most makers would have just sewed that off, and it would have been maybe a pocket and a pocket, but here is a pocket and a pocket behind it, which is very, very, very useful. And then in this pocket, I put in some more tech accessories, just SD cards and stuff. All right, let's talk about the main compartment. The main compartment has a lot going on. First off, there's a laptop sleeve here that is large enough for a 15-inch laptop. It is a suspended laptop sleeve and very well padded, so no issues with your tech. I usually just carry my iPad Pro. This is the 11-inch. The 12-inch would fit in there no problem. There's also a tablet sleeve here for smaller tablets. My iPad 11-inch fit in there, but not with the Magic Keyboard on. So laptop and tablet definitely possible in this bag. And then, well, let's pull out the AirPods here. And I've got a hat stowed away down there. You've got two stretchy zippy pockets, or stretchy pockets here that are very nice. I've got some cords in there. So there's two of them. They're bisected in the middle. And then on the side, you have interior drop pockets, one on that side, and you can see one on this side, and they are very, very useful. Now you could slip another, bottle in there if you want to carry your bottles on the interior of the bag, no problem at all. But it's not all about that. You can use those pockets really for anything. You can see down, really useful space in here. I think there's about 15 liters of space in this main compartment. It feels roomy enough, but again, this is a sleek, urban, everyday bag, not a weekender or travel bag. Okay? All right. So anything on the back, there's one little pocket right here. It's a little slip. I don't even think it's designed to be a pocket, but it could be used as a secret pocket in a pinch for passports, etc. All right, that's it. That's the bag. That's the Mystery Ranch Cerberus, and I've been wanting to show you this one for a while. I've had it in testing, and now I can render my thoughts and opinions to you guys about this bag. So first, two things that I really like about this bag. Okay, the first thing that I really like about this bag is the harness. So the Futura harness is so comfortable, like insanely comfortable. And along with it, the sternum strap with the fidlock. I mean, it's just a joy to use, and it feels so comfortable. It's like the bag is floating in thin air, and you never really have the whole bag on your back. It feels great. And so they overbuilt it, and you can tell. Did they need to do that? No, but the fact that they did really separates this bag from a lot of other small backpacks that I have. It's really fun to grab. It's really fun to use, and it's really eye-catching to wear too. Okay, so that's the first thing that I really love about this bag. The second thing that I really love about this bag might surprise you, because there's a lot of really cool features on this bag, but I just love that they added drink holders on both sides and interior drink holders on both sides. I rarely use those pockets for actual drink holders. I use them for other things. I've got a lot of kind of tall, narrow things, gimbals, power banks, chargers. You can even toss cords in there, pins. There's not dedicated admin space, but there's lots of pockets that fit admin type things. So I really, really like that. And I like the stretch on all the pockets. The stretch on all four drink holders, the stretch in the pockets up here, the stretch in the interior, two bisected pockets as well. Just really, really well done. So I guess I was specifically talking about the drink holders, but honestly, I'm just talking about the layout of the pockets in general. I really, really enjoy them. So those are the two things that I love about this bag. Now, two things that I don't love as much about this bag. Well, the first thing is the beaver tail. I just think it's, what's the phrase? A bridge too far? Yeah, I just think it's a bridge too far. Is it a problem? No, but it's just unnecessary. It's just too much. So the beaver tail, you may love it. I don't need it. I don't think it improves the bag. I know it gives people options. I know it's another selling point of the bag. I think it's a little in the way, and it's definitely clumsy to use. So I don't like the beaver tail. I'm not going to be using it on this bag. All right. Second thing that I don't like quite as much about this bag, and it's kind of a bummer because it's part of the bag that I use literally all the time. I love the fidlock. Love the fidlock. This pocket here, look at this. Pull tab, right? Pull tab for quick release. So yank. Not quite so much, okay? So this whole purpose of the bag being built this way, having this extra flap here, is to be able to yank down. I don't know, doesn't quite function perfectly for me. I think I would have preferred just a clamshell bag opening. I think for an urban carry like this, this whole entry to the bag is unnecessarily complicated. The interior is beautiful, the pockets are beautiful, really love the look and feel of the bag, but I think maybe a little unnecessarily overbuilt. Okay, so this bag costs a little over $300. Most Carryology bags are that expensive or more. Is it worth it? Well, I guess it depends, is my answer. So this bag is incredibly useful. It's really well built. It's high quality. It's very, very nice. But, you know, so is that bag. And so is that bag. So is that bag. So is the VanQuest AdAxe up there. All of them cheaper than this bag. So the VanQuest AdAxe you can get for less than 150 bucks. And I would argue it's nicer to carry. So is it worth over $300 to buy this bag? My answer is no, it's not. I think they're great. I think they're a collector's item. They're kind of a badge that you can wear that says, I'm into bags. I dig this stuff. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm talking about. But is it purely worth it? Is the bag worth the money? I've got to say no, it's not. It's a good bag. It's not the best bag. It's a fun bag. It's unique. I love seeing the creativity that went into it, but it's not worth the money that I paid for it. So that's what I think. Let me know what you think about these Carryology collaborations. I think they're fun to look at. They're fun to talk about, but are they worth the money? Interesting. I'd love to hear what you think. Overall recommendation, if you're really insanely moved by a bag that they put out, a collaboration that they put out, get after it. If you can get your hands on this one, what do I think this bag is actually worth? You know, I think this bag is a great bag, and that's what I want to make sure that I get across here. Like, it's a really, really great bag. And I think it's probably worth about, you know, $180. Kind of like the Bravo bag over here. Kind of like the Rainmaker custom bag. I think this bag is worth good money. It is insanely well built, but I think they could have cut a few features. I think didn't need to be as limited edition as it is, etc., etc., etc. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know. Thank you so much for watching. I'm glad to show you this insanely unique bag, this very cool bag. I hope you enjoyed getting a chance to take a peek at the Cerberus, and I'm going to continue to rock this bag because even though I don't think it's worth quite what I paid for it, I do love it. So everybody, thank you so much. We'll see you next time, and thank you so much for supporting the channel. That's it for now. Bye-bye.